Adam's real sin may not be the one you've always believed. This true sin might be something you fall into every day of your life. Let's journey back in time to the Garden of Eden, where we find Adam and Eve being tempted by a serpent. The traditional narrative tells us that Adam committed the first sin by eating the forbidden fruit, a direct violation of God's command. But what if there's more to this story than meets the eye? Consider this perspective. The real sin was not the act of eating the fruit, but rather it was the worry about the outcome that led Adam astray. The serpent, cunning as it was, tried to reason with Adam. It suggested that he could not truly serve God unless he could differentiate between good and evil. The serpent's argument was cleverly deceptive. It promised Adam that by eating the fruit, he could gain the wisdom to choose between good and evil. It suggested that with this knowledge, Adam would inevitably choose good and thus receive a reward. But here's where the true sin lies. Adam's desire to do good was not the issue. The problem was that he wanted to know that he was doing good. He yearned for confirmation, for the tangible results that would validate his choices. Instead of being content with the process of obedience, Adam allowed anxiety over the results to cloud his judgment. This highlights the serpent's manipulation. It planted seeds of doubt in Adam's mind, making him question his ability to serve God without the knowledge of good and evil. This clever deception led Adam to lose sight of the inherent goodness of obedience, replacing it with a fixation on outcomes. So, let's revisit our initial question. Could it be that Adam's real sin was not the act of eating the forbidden fruit, but rather his preoccupation with the results of his actions? Could his real transgression be the anxiety over the results of his choices? Imagine a world where we're consumed by the end results, unaware that the true essence lies in the process. A world where the journey is overlooked, where the steps we take are deemed insignificant in comparison to the final destination. This was the world that the serpent promised Adam. A world where the fruit of knowledge would allow him to discern good from evil, where he would be rewarded for his choices. The serpent's words were honeyed with the allure of choice and reward. Eat the fruit, it said, and you'll know good from evil. You'll be able to choose the path of righteousness, and for that you will be rewarded. It was a tempting offer, an irresistible promise, and Adam, naive and trusting, fell for it. Adam's desire wasn't malicious. He yearned to do good, to be good. But his downfall was in wanting to know that he was doing good. He was entrapped by the promise of results, blinded by the glittering prize at the end. The process, the act of being good, of doing good, became secondary to the reward he thought he would receive. Isn't this a reflection of our own lives today? Are we not, like Adam, captivated by the siren call of results? We yearn for the recognition that comes with success, for the accolades that follow achievement. We want to know that we're doing well, that we're on the right path. But in this relentless pursuit of results, we often forget to value the journey, to appreciate the process. We forget that the beauty of life lies in the journey, in the steps we take, in the choices we make. It lies in the process of becoming, of growing, of evolving. It's not about the destination, but about the path we tread to get there. Just like Adam, we too are often misled by the illusion of results. We're led to believe that the outcome is all that matters, that the end justifies the means. But the true essence of life, the true essence of being, lies in the process, in the journey. Like Adam, are we too not trapped in the illusion of results, forgetting to cherish the journey? What if the real act of service to God was not about knowing the results, but about surrendering to the process? A question that echoes in the ether of our existence, and perhaps one that could unlock a different perspective on how we live our lives. Let's journey back again to the Garden of Eden. The stage where Adam, our protagonist, was faced with the ultimate test of obedience. The serpent, the crafty antagonist, presented a tantalizing proposition. If Adam ate the fruit, he could discern between good and evil, choose the good, and receive a reward. But what if Adam's true act of service was to obey God, resist the serpent, and not worry about the results? What if he was already doing good, and the mere act of obedience was his reward? The serpent had cleverly manipulated Adam into thinking that the fruit would provide him with the knowledge of good and evil, that it would allow him to choose, to control, to see the results. But perhaps the real sin was not in the act of eating the fruit, but in the desire to know the outcome. Now let's draw parallels with our lives. How often do we find ourselves in Adam's shoes, consumed by the outcome, the results, the rewards? We run this relentless race, not realizing that the real joy, the real service is in the journey, not the destination. It's in the act of doing, of being present, of surrendering to the process, not in the relentless pursuit of results. Let's ponder over our pursuits, our desires, our relentless chase for outcomes. Are we not, in some way, repeating Adam's mistake, worrying about results instead of focusing on the process, on the act of living, of loving, of serving? Perhaps, like Adam, we too need to learn that the real sin is not in the act, but in the relentless pursuit of results. So, here's the thought. Let's focus on the journey, on the process, and let the results take care of themselves. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and you will be able to catch all of these outstanding videos, and don't forget to like the video.